Hi everyone, it's Dr. Dave and I am coming back to you with this Thursday's Medical Minute. Okay, did I ever tell you the story of how I was in the supermarket and diagnosed a person with high cholesterol? Well, I'm on the checkout line and I'm about to pay the cashier and I looked at her and I noticed around her eye were these little yellow plaques. So I pay the bill and I start to move on and I turn around and I said, "Did you know that you may have high cholesterol?" So she looked at me not once but twice and said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "You have something called Xanthelasma." She said, "Xantha, what?" I said, "You have something called Xanthelasma, which may be an indication that you have high cholesterol." So I asked her to call her doctor and get her cholesterol checked. I introduced myself and on I went. Well, interestingly, a week later, I got a phone call from a patient, a new patient, who wanted to come in for an appointment. And it was this lady. Well, it turns out she did have xanthelasma, which are yellow plaques underneath the eye, usually on the eyelids or above the eye, on the eyelids. And they're usually indicative of high cholesterol because they are cholesterol plaques. So let me show you an example of xanthelasma. So this is a very dramatic example, but you can see clearly that this person has yellow plaques on her lower eyelid and her upper eyelid, and on the other side too. This is a dramatic example. Most of the time, the yellow plaques are very subtle, but noticeable, and they are made up of cholesterol. And many times it's associated with high cholesterol in the blood. But here's the clincher, and here's what we need to pay attention to. These plaques have been shown to be a predictor of heart attacks and death. So if you or a loved one or a friend or somebody you know has what you think might be xanthelasmas, tell them to get checked. Okay guys, until next time, this is Dr. Dave.